Beyond the Gates, August 19, 2025. First things first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode. Excuse me. Let me know your thoughts on today's new episode down below. Okay. Did I title it? I think I titled it the right thing. I don't know. Either way it go. What did y'all think of the episode? Let me know down below. Look, two things. What was the first thing? Oh, the first thing is about June. I said I think that she finna get ready to get herself together so she can get them kids back. Hey, how you doing today? I think she's trying to get herself together so she can get them kids back. The second thing is about, was it Leslie? Yeah, Leslie. I said Leslie finna get ready to clean Anita and them out. She finna feel like she deserve more money or something. Either way it goes, she finna cause these people problems. She definitely is. But yeah, on today's new episode, where do we start? Martin, Smitty, Terrell, Samantha. So they had decided that excuse me, they had decided that they actually don't want anything to do with June and stuff like that. But I think they only decided that, well, I said Samantha because Terrell acted like he didn't want nothing to do with her. He's still angry. But with Samantha, I think she changed her mind because they overheard Smitty and Martin talking, because they came in, they were saying how, they satisfied with the meeting that they had with their mama or whatever, and they just grateful for everything that they've done for them. Hold on. They was just expressing their appreciation for Smitty and Martin. And I said they had to have overheard the conversation. And then that's when they revealed that they had been listening. And June knew it. When she came back over there, she was saying how she knows that, when she had them when they was younger, Samantha would always be behind the door listening. I said, she got that right, because they stay eavesdropping. I said, now how come they wasn't eavesdropping the other day? It wasn't the other day, but y'all know what I'm saying. It was actually some months ago. When they was talking about what actually happened to that man in the park and stuff like that, when Martin had confessed what he actually did, why wasn't they eavesdropper dead? But yeah, Martin ends up telling Naomi that the kids want things to remain the same, and that's when she ends up updating June. And I said, see, Naomi, you done messed up. You done messed up. You finna ruin their family. Well, technically, she didn't ruin their family because they was already about to break up. Look like it. But yeah, I said they gonna be. Do y'all think that they gonna be upset with her? Because she, at the end of the episode, she was like she want that bed that they said that they could offer her. And what else did she say? She want to see if she could get a job and stuff like that. She basically want to show the kids that she could be somebody worthy of being in their life. And I was like, look at here. I said, I think she want them kids back. I mean, now I don't know if they juniors or what, but either way it go, I feel like she's trying to get them back. I hope that Michael doesn't let Willow have hesitation with the kids, even though they do miss their mother. Right. I think they said this week. What did they say this week? They said that Michael and Sonny get the upper hand. They said that they get the upper hand, so I don't think that Drew gonna get what he want. Then they said also that he's supposed to be upset. Did I title this? Let me see what I titled this. But yeah, what else? Let me see. Let's see where I stop at. I already said Martin tells Naomi that the kids want things to remain the same. Leslie was happy. She got dressed in that dress and everything, putting on earrings in the mirror. And she says that if it wasn't for Anita, her mama wouldn't be where she is today and stuff like that. Naomi ends up telling June the kids don't want to see her, so she got upset. She was saying how she want to see them one last time. Anita ends up telling Brenda that Leslie's coming over. Eva doesn't understand the rush for, her mama to go over to see Anita. Hold on. She was saying how she doesn't understand. I said, because she about to go over there and cause problems. I said, when have you ever known your mama to not cause problems? Tell my son, this is a new opportunity and all this extra stuff. Girl, that lady finna go over there, and she did exactly what I knew she was going to go over there and do. She told my son, what she said? She said, she not as easy to get rid of as my mama or whatever. I leave when I get ready. I said, drag out. I said, drag out. What she think? I wonder what's going to lead to her slapping her. I want to know, because she done said plenty that could have got her slapped right now, to be honest. Well, yeah, what else? Let me see. Where did I stop at? Oh, I got a headache. Let me see. I already said that part. Samantha was saying how she's having second thoughts, but Terrell ended up talking, and he convinced her again not to listen to herself. But I feel like this isn't over with. I definitely don't think that this is over with. I think that she's going to continue to pop up. Didn't she say, she was like she didn't have the number, but she remembered that address, didn't she? She remembered that address. She done popped up over there. But yeah, June ends up blaming Naomi, saying that she got her hopes up. She the one who came bothering her. How she wasn't even concerned about none of this. She was just living life. I was like, well, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Naomi did do this. But yeah, Smitty lets Martin stay for the night, and the kids was on the step. They was right there listening to the whole conversation because Smitty was telling Martin how, this is only temporary. This it's only for one night. Excuse me. It's only for one night. Don't think you finna stay forever. And he's like, he understand. They look worried. They looked worried. And you know how June been study saying, she happy by the way they living now and the family they have and stuff. Do y'all think if she found out that they were struggling and arguing and fighting and stuff, that she would try to seek custody? Because as of right now, she doesn't have her own, but she said she working on it. And y'all know with soap time, they elevate stuff. So she might have been without today. And on next week's episode, she got everything. On next week's episode, she got a job and everything. Y'all know how soaps work. But yeah, I was like, I don't think they seen the last of her. You seen that look? Did y'all see that look between Martin and Smitty when June had popped up? But yeah, let's see. June ends up telling Naomi to just let her be. She finna leave or whatever. So they thought that she was finna go back to her old ways and all this other stuff. So they were just calling around. They called Regina and stuff to see was she there. Jacob ends up letting her know where June is, that she was at Sweetie and Martin house. What else? Eva thinks that Leslie trying to talk to Anita because she feels like Anita can piece together the puzzle. I said, shoot, she got one agenda. She's always had one agenda. She over here going on. Now, I'm not saying that you can't feel no type of way and want justice for your people, even though you don't know them and stuff, or you didn't know them. But this is Leslie we talking about. She finna get ready to try to swindle. I don't think I said that right. Is it swindle? I think it's swindle. She finna get ready to swindle some more money out this lady, or try anyways. But yeah, what else? Yeah, she already said how she thinks that Leslie was trying to go over there so she could piece together the puzzles. I was like, nah, dang, why she going over there? But Leslie ends up revealing that she planned on making them pay. So apparently she not just gonna go after Anita, but especially Anita, because she already accused her of being the reason why, she committed, what she committed, took her life. I said it. And I was like, Leslie, get up out of there. I said, I don't know. Naomi started blaming herself for, June being disappointed that her kids don't want to see her, and Jacob was just trying to encourage her and stuff like that, and he was trying to stop her from going look for her and stuff like that. What else? Leslie shows up. She was talking to Vernon. He was like, he has a meeting or something like that, so he can't stay, so he went upstairs. I said, come back down, we gonna need you. I said, come back down, we gonna need you in a minute. I wonder if he gonna hear them arguing or if he just gonna be done with his meeting, because they showed a photo. They had a spoiler photo where he was in that same blue shirt. Leslie was there. She was holding her face, and I don't know if he was checking on her or what he was doing. But either way it go, Anita slapped her. Anita slapped her. What else? Let's see. June ends up. Smitty came out. And he told Martin that they have I don't know if he said intruder or what, but then it was June, and they was trying to get her to leave and stuff like that. But that's when she started saying, when Samantha was younger, she used to eavesdrop and stuff like that. I said, she right. I said, she ain't forget that. Because she stay eavesdropping. Her and her brother stay eavesdropping. And she started trying to speak to them and stuff, trying to say something to make them come downstairs. So they ended up coming downstairs. Terrell still upset, but Samantha was trying to, give her the benefit of the doubt. Not the benefit of the doubt, but just give her opportunity to speak her mind. So she was just telling them. What did she tell them? Matter of fact, I don't even think I wrote down what she said. I think she was just encouraging them, saying that, addiction wasn't, in the family or anything like that. So if they was worried about that, they don't have a reason to be. And just saying, like, they used to say she could be a model, and just encouraging Samantha and Terrell to stay focused and all this other stuff. What else? Let me see. Let's see. Jacob ends up telling Naomi where June is, so she head out to come get her. She can't got her, and they was like, I think, was it Samantha that said something about, so the next time she come or the next time we see her, some type of comment. And I said, yep. They ain't done. They definitely not done, and June definitely ain't done. That's why she asked for a bed and she asked for, a job. I said, she trying to get herself together so she can get her kids back. Leslie ends up, I don't know, Leslie started confronting, hold on. Leslie started confronting Anita about Barbara, asking her questions and stuff like that. So that's when Anita was like, you don't even know Barbara. You don't know what you're talking about. She started insinuating that she was responsible for her taking her life. And she was like, what? She looked shocked, but then she kept saying out her mouth, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, well, it sounded about right to me. But I want to know how she knew. Did Peaches know about it or something? How did she connect the dots? I know Anita had got on stage and said it was her fault. Over here talking too much. She did get on stage and take accountability or whatever. So I'm assuming that as well as what Peaches said. But yeah, she was just confronting her about Barbara, and she the reason she's not there now or whatever. And everything, they start going back and forth. She telling her that she needs to leave, and she was like, "You, it's not gonna be as easy to get rid of me as you did my mama." She's like, "What'd you say?" And she's like, "Right, my mama." And then she ends up receiving a call. I'm assuming from the lawyer that verified the DNA test and everything that Barbara actually was Anita's mama. Not Anita's mama, Lord. Barbara actually was the crazy wig lady, Leslie's mama. And then she was saying how she got the birth certificate and everything else. June ends up telling the kids there's good in her and stuff like that. Leslie says she's not as easy to get rid of as her mother. She'll leave when she good and ready. June trying to get herself together. Anita receives confirmation from her lawyer that Leslie being honest. Anita ends up saying, you know, the inheritance. Did they mention it? I think Leslie mentioned something about the inheritance. And that's when Anita was like, no, the inheritance goes to Barbara's family. And she was like, her sisters and stuff gone, so that means her. And she was shocked. What else? Leslie ends up saying to Anita, why are you getting all bent out of shape? It's not like the money's coming out of your pockets. And then that's when she was like, yeah, it is. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, she didn't know that. She finna get ready to clean house, or try to anyways. Now I don't know how much, she got in that inheritance. I know Peaches said something about it's a whole lot of zeros, but at the same time, this is Leslie. This is Leslie. And not just that, even on, what was that? What soap opera was that? General Hospital. Yep, that's it right there. General Hospital, when Ava and Rick over here getting all this money, $10 million, and they still trying to swindle and get, I'm trying to use that word again, y'all. I don't think I used it right the first time. But trying to con this lady up out this money and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I can see her trying to get more money, because she said to her daughter she was going to make them pay. That's what she said. She want to make them pay. I said, you want to make them pay anyway. You don't even know this lady. You don't know if what you heard is the truth or not. You just want to sit up here and cause pain. Meanwhile, Ted will be over there. That's all you got to wait on, girl. Ted will be over there for you soon enough. He'll be over there soon enough for you. But I think that was everything, y'all. I think that's everything. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time.